Inner visions, outer triumphs. I'm so grateful that I do what I love. And so I think I've been able to manifest what I'm passionate about, which is kindness and people and wellness and emotional and physical health and well-being, and hopefully inspiring. I want to be an example of that, and I want to inspire other people to do the same. My name is Emily Goebel, and I live in St. Louis, Missouri. 37 years old, married for 12 years, and I have a 7-year-old son. My mom has dealt with cancer for 20 years. She developed breast cancer when I was a teenager in high school. She's dealt with breast cancer, ovarian cancer, colon cancer, and 2 other forms of ovarian cancer, and she is struggling with it right now as well. She's 66. And I've seen her go through being sick, going into remission, getting those tests, finding out she's sick again, having to make the choice what kind of treatment she does. So anyway, several years ago, she got a test to see if she was positive for the BRCA gene, which is BRCA breast cancer, BRCA. There's BRCA1 and BRCA2, and she got tested for it, and she was positive. It was just a wake-up call for me. Like, I need to take some responsibility here, especially having a son. So I decided to go ahead and get the test. My husband really didn't want me to, but I felt like it was the responsible thing to do. And it's a blood test. You go to your OB/GYN, and they take blood, they send it in. And I got a call, and my OB said, "I am so sorry to call you with this information, but you're positive for it." And I think that I knew that I was going to be. So I wasn't that shocked, and it wasn't a death sentence. She wasn't calling me to tell me I was sick with cancer. And so what I did was I met with their genetic counselor, and she educated me on what that all meant. I'm at 87%. I was at 87% risk of developing breast cancer. My risk for ovarian is also much higher. So I asked this woman, "What do I do next?" And she goes, "Well, you would look at plastic surgeons, because there'll be somebody that does the mastectomy, and then immediately somebody that starts to do the reconstruction, because I don't have to go through treatment." A couple things happened. I met with a plastic surgeon. I also was introduced to a friend who went through the same surgery. I had never met her before, but she had gone through it. And I think a combination of all of those things just made me courageous enough to say I need to do this. And so I scheduled it 6 months out to kind of give myself a little time to emotionally prepare for it, and had the surgery. Took a couple months off. Went through a second surgery about 4 or 5 months later that was reconstruction primarily. And the before was much harder than the after. The preparation was much harder than the after, because once I went through it, I realized I'm still me. I think there was a part of me that thought I was going to be less than me, and I actually felt like the whole process really strengthened me, empowered me, and now I don't have to worry about that. My family was amazing. My family was awesome and supportive, and I think they were a little shocked at first when I told them what I was going to do, but they were really supportive. So, yeah. And it all kind of wraps around just the value of your well-being, your physical and emotional, mental, spiritual well-being. It just is, it's all interconnected.